Electrical systems, hydraulic systems, architectural building systems, all type of systems that an engineer would use in designing any particular project. So the competition is furious. The students are very engaged. They enjoy what they're doing, and they have fun while competing. Behind me, you see some various pictures of previous competitions here. To my left up here, you see Westlake, some of Westlake's hovercrafts here. They had their competition. The competition was there last year. This is one of their crafts right here. This is Westlake craft here. Down here was the winning craft for the 2010 competition, which was held here at Westlake. This is Tri-City's entry right here. This is Banner's entrance right here. All right. Here we have Chattahoochee's entry over here. We have Alpharetta's entrance right here. We have another Westlake entry down here. This is Tri-City's right here, and this is our winner here for last year's competition. The third year competition. Fourth year was Westlake, and then this year we got Johns Creek. This is Johns Creek right here. I think Johns Creek won it last year. You see that all these schools involved here, and we like to have. We take as our motto here is that we take engineering to the next level, and this is what these kids do. They take engineering to the next level. They enjoy what they're doing. I like to see them engaged. I like the people that come out. I like all the engineering skills that the students are learning that will help them in the future. And it's a fun event. If I missed anybody, let me know. We'll add you next time. That's Mr. Chattahoochee over here. Yeah, Chattahoochee. They won best design. We want to have some sort of look to your craft here. They come up with like a cover here for their hovercraft here with some nice graphics on it. Even though everybody has some nice graphics, but they decided to come up. The judges picked these as best design. Once again, I want to thank all the schools that participated, the ones that are thinking about coming. I wish you would come. This is a great event. It gets bigger every year.
Is evaluated from left to right. Our research, our designing, all of the construction is finally put to the test. When we compete against other schools, each have spray paint and
them. And we're not done just yet with our brainy portion of the show. And of course, I'm not talking about Ken Rodriguez, but K-Rod is catching a ride with a hovercraft. Kenny, it's all yours.
Well, what in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here? That's good enough, Tiara. This is the Banneker High School Hovercraft team, a high-five sports first. My goodness. All right, you can shut that thing down now. All right. Mr. Joseph Buffington from Banneker High School.
That's correct.
You are the technology teacher at Banneker?
That's correct.
Now, I have never heard of this, a hovercraft team, and there's competition throughout the metro area.
That's right. This is one of our master projects that my engineering concepts team
All right.
and students have created here. And the idea came about a couple years ago. Why don't they race these things? So they said, okay. So we invited different schools, and we got a competition event.
Basically, you know, if you look at the machine, it's if anybody's seen videos of those Navy hovercraft vehicles, it's basically the same thing. You have the air cushion underneath, and you have a
blower,
electric blower.
Right.
My goodness, you guys came up with this all by yourselves?
Well, this is part of our master project. Yes, we had my students had to do research and study hovercrafts, and then they had to come up with a prototype, and then they had to come up with a real design
This is
here.
amazing. Why don't you introduce everybody to me?
We have Jarrell Mumford here. Tiara Samples, our pilot. Quindarius Weaver, Donald Perry, and Sean Kemp. One student has to learn about hydraulics. One student has to learn about AC/DC systems. One student has to learn about controls. And they all come together and build this hovercraft.
That's amazing. Now, you say there's a competition coming up. When is that?
March 27. We invited different schools in the area, and they're supposed to bring their hovercrafts, and we have a race. We're going to race who has the fastest, best design, speed and performance. I used to build go-karts a long time ago, and the kids say, well, we can race these things too. So that's the idea. We're going to invite some
Now,
schools from North
Mr.
County.
Buffington, I'm looking around at these beefy guys. Is it an obvious why you picked Tiara to be the pilot?
No, not really. She's, okay, I picked her because I tested a lot more students on the hovercraft, right?
Right.
And she performed better than anybody else.
Well, little girl power. She didn't want to talk today, but we're talking for
She
her.
performed, she could handle it better than anybody. You saw how she drove it straight out through here?
Right.
Okay, she can turn it, she can steer it, but she don't have enough room here. She got mad at me because, Mr. Buffington, I don't have enough room. But she did it. Okay?
She doesn't text and drive, does she? While she...
No.
Sean, how did you get? You're a sophomore, right, at Banneker?
Yes, sir.
How did you get involved in this?
He told me about it, and actually we have two hovercrafts. The other one we weren't able to bring. That was the one I had built, like basically on everything that I know about.
Right.
But he was telling me that we needed to know.
One thing I hear a lot at the gas station and the grocery store is there's too much bad news. We hear you. So in this show, you're going to hear the good stuff, too. It's happening all around us. Let's start in Fulton County with an ingenious use of leaf blowers, extension cords, and duct tape. The 2019 Hoverboard Competition shows middle and high schoolers embracing technology and engineering. And look at all the young ladies in the mix here. Congrats to Northview for taking the gold, but the real win, opening opportunities and changing futures by exposing them to this kind of knowledge and experience.
First year, we all take two sets of trainers and we go into a master project. The teacher has a list of who took what trainer of the offer, who knows what skills, and he divides them up into one team that knows that has everything and the other team that has everything. But when
who has genetics? Right. You, team A, you, team B. Who's had electrical control? You, team A, you, team B.
But whereas in like the second and third year, the teachers let us pick our own teams. So basically we have to figure out who's the best team for what, split up into 2 even teams, and go at it. And what makes the team work is that the master project problem statement doesn't give you any instruction how to make it. It just gives you background information of what the problem that has to be solved. So there's no like instruction, okay, you have to put this wire to this wire and put this tube into that tube to make it work. It's all a team effort that has to be figured out through the team. So, any other questions on the master project?
The consumable goods, wood, your screws, your piping. I mean, I'm sure this company that you went with, the
the skits come with the blowers and those types of things, so you have to purchase
Yes.
those separately.
It comes with that.
And if you can reuse that stuff for your consumables today,
Yes.
purchase them from.
You go through the inventory at the end, they gotta turn everything that's on the inventory sheet back in at the end, so you can use it again next year, but the wood out back door to the dumpster.
And purchase that with money you raise.
Funds that, the budget for the school. And I also ask all the kids to donate $20 as a material fee. It's totally voluntary.
Are there any other questions about these master projects? If not, can we move on to research? So now what we're going to do is we're going to move on to our actual hovercraft that we have. The video's on this one, right? Yeah, you get the video. We have a video to show you about our hovercraft, and we have one in the back, one here. What we do is we, after our master project that we do on our hovercraft, we select 4 or 5 people to actually build a competition hovercraft, which are above and beyond the like class hovercraft. This is, I guess, we're going to start the movie. Are you ready? I guess we're ready to start the movie, but yeah, start the stand around.
All the way. So Joseph came up with the idea a few years ago and says, hey, let's get our schools together and compete with these hovercrafts. So we get once a year on a Saturday morning, we meet at one of the schools, and whoever's the teacher is the host teacher. Stephen had it last year, and we have 6, 7, 8 schools that are there, and we just hit the ground running, and we do a time trial and do the seeding, and then we go through a figure 8 down, around, and back, and see who can cover fastest and win it.
Well, of course, we invited if you want to participate in the
Yeah, we can add 2 or 3 more schools, and that's about it, because when noontime comes, we want to eat the pizza and go home. We don't want to run it all day long and have a state competition with graduates, and that's to set it up. But we'll take 2 or 3 other schools who want to join us if you want to build it. So this is, Garrett actually put this together with the video, and so just to give us a little shot, this was the competition this year, and so just enjoy that. Are there some lights back there?
My name's Dwayne Belcher. I'm the pre-engineering teacher here at Westlake High School.
Okay.
Right, this is a super event. Gets bigger every year. Right. This year, I estimate we had at least 150 people here.
How many teams total did you all have competing this year?
We had 7 schools here with 9 crafts.
My name is Angie Dutch. I'm with Westlake High School LSAC, and I came to support our children in all of their endeavors. This is a very exciting event. We were glad to see the children participate and hope to see this become an annual event here at Westlake.
I like the fact that the students were able to build things and then make them work. I'd like to see more participation on behalf of the parents and students. I think that we can have a more wide-scale event. There are a few schools that were here today, but this is providing some engineering type experience for the kids. So, giving them that type of experience before they move on to college is very key.
And this is a field that children should really focus in, and parents should be behind the students 100% to ensure that they get the necessary skills that they need for the incoming society.
What was the best aspects of your design this year which helped y'all seal a 3rd place victory?
I guess I would say the extra fan, the extra blower on the back, it gave us more speed. I would say our disadvantage was me not turning right, not having as much speed as I did last year. That also gave us a disadvantage.
Yeah, this one won 2 years ago, so we had to get this one because we thought it was going to be good. And this one was our brand new design. And we just figured with the fan right here and these 2 small fans or blowers, they will help it go faster. But the suction messed it all up, so that's what we need to work on next year.
Very fair competition is difficult competition, a lot of different ideas, and it was pretty cool to see all the people with their different hovercrafts out.
How'd you like the competition?
Oh, it was great. I loved it.
Great competition all around.
I love to see all the young students racing and getting their intellectual skills and trying to change the world.
Yeah, shout out to my man Corey. Go Corey! I eventually figured out that the one corner of the hovercraft that likes to lean to the side more, and this is the one corner I needed to turn around. So I used that to my advantage, and it turned out pretty good.
We'd like to see us move this event outside and use gas-powered big blowers instead of electric, and we wouldn't have any of the problems with the circuit breakers and stuff.
Well, next year, maybe we will go with a gas-powered motor and get rid of the cords because we got tangled up. It was we have a problem with the current and the tripping of the breakers. So
that way we could do it on the football field or on the track or someplace, so we have a lot more room to maneuver.
So maybe next year we'll go with external combustion engine, internal combustion engine, small engines, take it outside and see how that works.
I appreciate y'all coming out. It takes everybody's support to make these things operate.
All right, thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Hovercraft Competition is a group of students who like to design and build hovercrafts. Really, it's a device that floats on air. And we give them specific design specifications where they have to at least be 4 feet to 5 feet long, use a minimum amount of air components to brush material like fans and blowers to maneuver the cut.
Oh, I love the competition. The kids got a chance to come out and see how other kids interact together. It was wonderful, fabulous. I couldn't say, I can't say enough great things about it.
One thing that I enjoyed was like all the people, the new people that I met. I met a lot of great hoverboards and designs and stuff. It was good.
Competition today, but we would like to invite all the schools in Fulton County to come out to our 10th annual Hovercraft Competition, which will be held here at Banneker High School unless told otherwise.